morning, top of the morning, top of the morning. It's your boy Coach One Stack, man. We tapped in, y'all. We tapped in. God is good all the time, and all the time, God is good. Good morning, people. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And did I say good morning? Man, I know I was a little late, but guess what? Hey, man, God is good. He wanted me to do it for today, y'all. So make sure y'all tap into this live, because guess what? We're going to worship Jesus from home today. Church today, man. Your boy been a little busy. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather, but I'm going to bring y'all this nice little beautiful live. And then later on, I got another one for you, man. I'm going to show y'all how to get this bread. Because, hey, this is an all-around channel. Finances, fitness, motivation, hey, current events. You name it, I got it. Can you dig it? See who's going to tap into this live. Let's get it. Top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning. Happy Sunday. God is good. Thank you for tapping in, because I got two lives for y'all today, man. Your boy Coach was a little bit under the weather, not feeling too hot. That's why I'm staying in. I'm not going to church today, but I got a couple lives for y'all today, man. It's gonna be some bangers. Today it's gonna be a real good one right now, but later on, like I said, this channel is a whole organic channel. We talk about fitness, finance, romance, intimacy, current events, and later on, man, we're gonna show people how to get that bag. But we gotta have it, man. We gotta get these likes up, man, because it's a shame, man. I be having so many people here and so few likes. So especially for this one I'm doing later on, you got to smash that like button, man. And guess what, guys? Top of the morning, everybody. Thank you for helping me reach 50K. We have reached 50K. We reached it, and we reached it at a very quick time too. It didn't take that long. And why? That's because of you guys, right? I can do whatever I want to. This is my channel, so there you go. We have reached that at a very quick time. And if you don't know me, Aubrey, I am ex-law enforcement. I know way more about the law than you do. I can trust me on that one. And I'm going to break down the levels of pedophilia. Well, there you go, Aubrey. You have a blessed day, baby. There you go. Have you a blessed day, Aubrey. There you go. See how we get rid of that? See how we get rid of that negative energy? We just go and get rid of it. Can you dig what I'm saying? That's how we get rid of that negative energy, people. Yeah, that's how we get rid of that negative energy. Good morning, Clyde. Good morning, Clyde. Good morning, Henry. Good morning, Henry. Top of the morning, man. Make sure y'all smash that like button when you come in. At about the let me see how much time we got over here. Hold up. I'm not even going to church today. I'm not feeling too hot, but we're gonna get it in. We're gonna look, guys, staying here, man. At about the 10-minute mark, I'm gonna get started, because this morning I'm gonna explain to you guys the levels of this pedophilia going on. Like, it's really a deep thing. And yeah, some of it does affect Diddy, but this affects the world too. Uh I got well over 1,200 videos, and trust me, all of them is not about no Diddy. You got to go back to the beginning and see what my channel is really about. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to break down these levels of pedophilia, and so I want you guys to really know how a person can be victim as a little one, and then grow up even as an adult, not even realize they being taken advantage of. It's a whole community. And so we get more people in here, man. Let's get these likes up, and then I want to get started, because y'all know I don't like to backtrack. And later on at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we're gonna get into some finances, y'all. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna show you guys how to take a brand new business and with an EIN number only, no documentation, and go get you $50,000 to $250,000 new personal loan from your bank. But that one right there, we're gonna hit the like button as soon as we smash in the room. or we're not even gonna finish that. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's something I normally say for my consultations. But that's gonna be something serious. So you're gonna definitely want your pen and paper out if you're running a business and you're just trying to get some info about your business. See, I'm just touching on different things to let you know how versatile I am and how I really do things and the information that I have up here, man, and how to put it to good use. But other than that, man, good morning, everybody. And hey, man, praise Jesus. Amen. Hallelujah. God is good. This is my church this morning because y'all know normally if you're in my live on Sunday, you know I go to church today, but I'm not feeling too hot. I've been sick for the last couple of days. It's a little cold out here in Vegas, and that's unusual. Yeah, where we at? Top of it, Henry. Clyde, top of it. Catherine, top of it. Loria, good morning, sweetheart. Chicago, real on that. Hey, Henry, that's right, man. Chicago. You know what, Henry? And I'm gonna take the time, man. Henry, I'm gonna take the time to tell you before I get to this 10-minute mark and really start running my mouth. Man, I really respect y'all out there. Now, I don't know if you're involved with the GDs and things like that, but I really had an older person break down to me that movement, what that GD movement was about and how it split to the growth and development. And when he broke that down to me, I have to tell you, that was about one of the most intelligent conversations that I ever had in the world. Free Larry Hoover, y'all. Straight up. That was one of the most deepest conversations I had when he broke down to me what that growth and development thing was really all about. Thank you, Penny. Thank you. That's right, Gypsy. No, I wouldn't be a beautiful woman. I would be a handsome man like I am. And John, by the way, don't sex play me. Everybody's sexuality is welcome up in here. Everybody's sexuality is welcome up here. Let me give y'all a little preview because I like y'all, man. Let me show y'all something. Let me show you what my project is going to consist of. Let me show y'all, man, it's part of the logo. And don't be playing with my shit, man, because I got the trademark. Let me show you guys something, man. Hold up. Look. That's part of my logo. This is what I'm doing for the community. Can you see that? You see what that says? Just a little bit. Y'all ain't had to see too much of it. Y'all didn't have to see too much of it, man. You didn't have to see too much of it. This is something else I'm doing for the community right here. Hold up. You ain't got it. This is one of my first things I'm doing for the community. You see those colors? And I am not a part of the community, but I'm doing something deep for the community. Like I've been telling y'all, man, I got something for the community. Hey, John, do me a favor, brother. I have nothing against your sexuality, but don't play with me like that. Next time you play with me like that, you will be kicked out. We don't do it. We don't play that up in here. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Jason. Hey, man. So, guys, smash that like button real quick. We about to get started, y'all, because I want to get y'all in 1 minute. I'm finna break down these laws, these levels of this pedophilia that's going on in the world, and how it did affect Puff Daddy, how it affected a lot of these child stars with Nickelodeon in the industry, our own regular kids, people all around the world, y'all. You know, because man, Jesus is real, but these things go on. And if you don't know my history, guys, I am ex-law enforcement. I am ex-law enforcement from age 17 to 30. After that, I played in the streets, and I was very successful in the streets because I knew what I shouldn't do because I was in law enforcement. And I've been delivered by the grace of God. I've been delivered by the grace of God for the last 9 years. All right. Henry Griffin from Growth and Distractions. Coach from Three Love No Thing. That's why the whole style appealed to me. Yeah. Well, I liked how with the growth development, they want to put people in position. And we'll talk about that on another live, Henry. To put people in position, I get it. So, guys, let's get to it, man. Diddy. We ain't got the laws of pedophilia. Let me explain something to you. When you're dealing with these pedophiles, and it's because people always wonder, man, how did this person grow up like this? You know, we got this grown man who's 30 years old. What happened to him? You know, so I'm gonna tell y'all what happens to them in a lot of cases, right? I'm gonna tell you what. No, I'm on a Mac. That's what I'm on. I'm gonna tell you how this stuff takes place, and I want y'all to listen to me close because you may have somebody in your family that this is happening to, and you just don't see the signs of it. It may have happened to you, guys. I was touched by a woman, by two of them when I was growing up, from age 5 to 10, and one when I was around 6, the babysitter. But yeah, I mean, I was a victim of this kind of stuff too, but from a woman. But from the man side of that pedophilia, right? Let me tell you how this stuff goes. And I have to speak very, very careful. And I'd appreciate if you guys didn't troll, because this is very, very serious. This is dead ass serious. So now we got pedophiles running groups. You got to understand, even people who, and make sure you smash that like button when you come in here, y'all. Make sure you smash it and share this live, because I'm not turning back once I get started. Unless you smash that super chat button, I'm not turning around. I'm not going back re-explaining anything. That's why I wanted to wait till the 10-minute mark to get started, because I want everybody to hear this because it's important. So here we go. When we dealing with this pedophilia stuff, guys, like people who own drugs, guess what they like to do? They like to be around other people who do drugs. If you are a Jordan head or sneakerhead like me, I'm a sneakerhead. I know other sneakerheads. You know, birds of a feather flock together in every way, shape, or form, even in the illegal industry, right? Things they shouldn't be doing. Matter of fact, even more so in the illegal parts of the world and in the illegal things, because that is such a tight-knit circle. They don't want nobody to know. I don't care if anybody knows that I'm a sneakerhead, but when you doing illegal stuff, you don't want people to know this kind of stuff, right? So now here's the thing. You have these pedophiles running circles. So you might have the type that he likes these, let's say somebody that just came out of the stomach up until age 3 years old. That's what he likes. You understand what I'm saying? That's what he likes. He prefers that. So that grooming process starts at a very, very young age. You know, as a policeman, when I was in patrol, part of my sector beat was UMC, University Medical Center, major hospital out here in Las Vegas, Nevada. So that meant whenever something happened at that hospital, police-wise, I had to go to that hospital. And a lot of times I had to go there due to the little ones being SA'd, okay? So when I go through the emergency room, there's a door to the left, and I have to go in there, and I would have to look at all these different pictures of these little ones. And I would see these little ones that had STDs that were 1 year old, 2 years old. I seen it all. If I came to your house in patrol because your family member may have found a movie or some pictures that was questionable, I had to look at this stuff, right? I had to look at this stuff. You know, I ain't scripted over here. I ain't got no notes. I'm telling you my life. I had to look at this stuff and determine which detective bureau should I call out. Now, we're going to take this bottle right here, for example. And if you don't know, this is a white Hennessy bottle. We're going to take this bottle, for example. I saw something to the effect of a little one, so little that they're trying to put their arms around this bottle, and you know what this bottle represents. Their whole arms don't even fit around this bottle, right? Because they're so small. But yet this whole bottle ended up being put you know where. And you know what the bottle represents. And that person and that being may have been 2 to 3 years old, to the point to where they deleted this little person. You understand what I'm saying? It may have deleted it. Okay. So that's one level. Okay, you got these little ones. So now you got those right there. So now this little one is starting to talk. They're starting to speak clearly. Okay, and he don't like that. Like Mr. Joe don't like that, but he knows that Bob likes that. That's how Bob like it. He like them when they just start talking. So what he does is they do this. They pass him over. Look. But see, remember, he already been grooming this little one. So he passed him over here to this one because he like them when they start talking. So now as he's doing his grooming process, when he's doing his groom process, how did I get through that process of breaking down tears? I didn't. I cried many days. And I'm not kidding you. Oh, I'm not kidding you. Like I told you, I used to be a cop, detective. I've seen a lot of things, and if anybody has been following my channel for quite some time, you know why. Get the likes up, people. So they passed them on to somebody who he likes them when they're just starting to talk, and this is probably a point that they normally keep them for a long time, because this one right here, this type of pedo. He keeps them until their prepubescent age, prepubescent. Okay. So now, as these kids, man or woman, right? These little ones, boy or girl, start to grow hair on their body. Their body is starting to change. They're starting to reach puberty. Well, guess what? He don't like this anymore. That ain't what he like. Remember, he don't like that either. But guess what? Jimmy likes that. So they pass him on over here to Jimmy. Because Jimmy like him when their voice is starting to crackle a little bit. Right? When they're starting to get a little bit of hair on their body. He likes that. And they know that. But he don't like it. But he likes it, so they pass him over here. So now this little one has been getting groomed since they was a baby. That's all they know. They don't know anything else, right? So now that grooming process begins. So even more so, and guys, when I'm going to tell you guys some very explicit stories that happened, so the second, third years. Yes, Jason. Yes. Hold on. Let me put that up there. Yes, Jason. Bam. So the second or third abuser has years with the victim. Yes. Yeah. Everybody's time is limited. You get exactly what I'm saying. Everybody's time is limited. And make sure y'all smash the like button, man. Get them likes up. Because I'm going to give you guys some personal stories from law enforcement. True stories. You see, I don't have to get any notes. I'm telling you about my life. This is therapy for me. And I cried many days. I walked out of there many days because I had a young daughter at the time. You know, at this time, my daughter may have been 3 or 4 years old. She just turned 29. Now, yeah, and 50 in season 2, 50 Cent already said it is going to be the male victims of Diddy in part 2. So now we get back to the story. So now the kids are starting to fill out, so to speak. They're starting to get muscles, you know, might even start growing a beard. They about 15, 16 now, you know. They might have had them since they was 11, 12. Now they about 14, 15, 16. You know, that voice got deep. They get muscles. These young dudes are growing beards like in high school now. Kids weren't growing. When I was in high school, people wasn't growing full beards. See, but he don't like that. So what does he do? He knows that Tommy likes that. So they pass him on over to Tommy. Okay, that's what he like. I just showed you a big old long line of how this pedo stuff works since childbirth. Okay. Facts, Motley Digger, facts. That and if I was to talk about that, they would close my channel. But half these people wouldn't even believe that. They wouldn't believe that when they take these little ones and hang them upside down, and they make it so that their bodily fluid drips down like a shower, and they stand under them. And they feel that fluid from that body gives them youth and keeps their appearance looking youthful. They wouldn't believe me if I told them that. I couldn't even get into that on here. They would close my channel down. So now, Mr. Man over here, the one, remember the victim now is about, you know, he 18, 19, 20. He may have just finished college now, but see, he think he has a good friend. This has been his friend his whole life. This has been a person that shows him stuff. This is his best buddy. He don't even realize he been getting abused, people. He don't even realize he been getting abused. So guess what they do? Now this is where somebody like Diddy comes in. They get into a situation. They may go to get a job. They may be an actor. They may be a singer. They may be a model. They may be something. And now, because they have been getting groomed, see, they don't have a problem doing what it takes to get the job done. Because you have to understand something, people. If you don't know how to do something, well, you're not going to do it. But when you get these industry people, right? And we call it the casting couch. And this producer is telling you, if you want this role, you're going to get down there and you're going to do you know what. And when these guys get down there and do you know what, well, obviously they learned it from somewhere. This wasn't their first time. They was taught how to do this throughout their whole life, like Diddy was. Diddy's mother turned him out. Diddy's mother taught him this. It's called having an Oedipus complex. An Oedipus complex. Oedipus complex. That is when a man may think that his mother is his woman and vice versa. You have women that think that their son is their man, and they live like that. They dress them up. You have some parents out there that make sure that they are the first person that their male or female little one loses their virginity to. This shit really goes on. I can tell you the things that I've seen as a cop. Hold up, watch this. Bam. Renegade Princess, you just gave up some game. Let me tell you, Renegade Princess. And Renegade Princess is right. Right? You in other countries, see, I didn't even get on other countries yet. I was here talking about America. But if you want to get on the world, yeah, these people have their own military guard watching for them. Let me tell you guys something, man. If you guys want to know, why a lot of Americans, especially a lot of rich Americans like going to third world countries? Throw a 7 up for me, please. And I'm going to tell you why. A lot of rich, male, older, these million and billionaires like going to third world countries. Throw a 7 up for me, please. Please throw a 7 up for me. And make sure you guys smash that like button when you come in here. Make sure you smash the like button when you come in here, guys. Let's go. Let's get it. Make sure you smash the like button when you come in here, guys. Come on, guys. Smash that like. I got 300 people in here and 40 likes. Let's get these likes over 100. This is why. When you go to these other countries, guys, when you go to these other countries, and I'm going to break down one in particular. When you go to these other countries, this is when, let's just say, for the right price, you can go do whatever you want. So if you want you 2, 3 little ones, you can get that. You can do that. You can go pay to do that, and you're not going to get in trouble for it either. Matter of fact, their parents may be in situations where they actually sell you off. Okay? They may be in a situation where their parents are actually selling them off. Here, you go spend the weekend with this man. You know, I remember the first time China. Look, China, and I'm gonna get on Afghanistan in a minute. I'm gonna tell y'all what goes on in Afghanistan. It's gonna fuck y'all up. It's gonna fuck y'all up in Afghanistan. Get your pen and paper, because when I get to Afghanistan, I want y'all to go look this up yourself, just so you know that Coach ain't lying to you, man. I don't do this kind of stuff. It's so many Epsteins all over the world. So the first time I went to the Dominican Republic, man, I'm 49 years old right now. First time I went, I was 24 or 25 years old. When I got there, I met a European man. He is from Europe, and he had three of them. Not one, not two, but 3. I said, bro, what did you pay for that? He said, I paid $25 for the entire week for all 3 of them. So all 3 of them was at his hotel room on the resort. I mean, I don't know what they was doing behind closed doors because I didn't see it. But that is what he paid for 7 days with these people. $25. Yes, guys. Oh, yes, they do sell. They do sell them. Smash that like button, y'all. Get your pen and paper. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. I'm about to get something to, don't go nowhere. I'm about to get something to drink. When I get right back, I'm finna be gone for 30 seconds, and I'm about to talk about Afghanistan. Don't go nowhere, people. Do not go nowhere. Don't go anywhere. All right, guys, I'm back. I told you don't go nowhere. I told you I'll be right back. And they will. You know what? Hold on. Here we go. Now, Motley Digger. Hey, man, like I said, guys, thanks for tapping in, man. Let's get these likes up. Now, we finna get into Motley Digger's question, man. Thank you. I hope y'all got y'all pen and paper. You got your pen and paper? I'm about to type something, and I want you guys to look it up because I'm about to speak on it. Okay, you ready? Make sure you look in the chat, guys. Tier 7432. Don't talk about that on this channel. I can't talk about that, bro. Like, please don't talk. I ain't trying to knock you, but please don't talk about that. I talked about that. That got my channel a strike, bro. That type it got my channel a strike. But I ain't trying to tell you how to talk. I ain't mad. I ain't tripping with you. But please don't put that in here, because it gave my channel a strike when I spoke on that. About, actually, it was the week of my birthday, and my birthday is October 27th. Yes, I got a strike for that. And I had to tell y'all about that later. I had to try to explain that to y'all at the end of the year. But I mean, at the end of the live, but I got a strike for that. It took my channel off for 7 days. So now check this out. Now, I'm about to put some up here. I want you to look this up. Dancing boys. Yeah, they're very picky. Dancing boys, guys. Dancing boys. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pin my own damn comment. Dancing boys. Here's what dancing boys are. In Afghanistan, of all places, in the Muslim culture, let me tell you what they are. These are pedophiles, but guess what? Their parents actually sell them. These boys. Their parents sell these boys from age this many right here. I don't want to say it. From this age right here, they got to be from this age to this age. That's the age they sell them. From this age, I ain't never been to Dubai. I don't know what's going in Dubai, so I can't, guys. I only speak on what I know about. From this age right here to this age right here, their parents sell them to these men, right? They sell them to these men. And this is legal, by the way. I just want you to know this is legal in Saudi Arabia. Their dictator knows about it. He participates in it. This is a big thing. And what they do is, once they purchase these boys, they take them and they groom them. The first thing they do is, it takes about a year to groom them. So now what they do is they teach them how to dress up as a woman. They teach them how to dress up as a woman, and they teach them how to sing and dance. So in America's world, they teach them how to be a stripper. In American terms, they teach them how to be a stripper. And these dancing boys, that's what they're called, dancing boys. And there's a term for it. I don't know the name of it. I can't remember it. I can't even pronounce it. But if you pull that up, you're going to see what I'm talking about. So what they do is they teach them to be strippers. And these dancing boys, they come in and, they got lipstick on, they don't put wigs on them. They look like boys, but they're dressed as a woman and they're dancing. They got the little symbols and they're dancing, and people are throwing money like they making it rain on them. Yeah, Bahi. Thank you, Rip. They look. They making it rain on them. And at the end of the night, guess what? Guess what they want to know? Who's going to take the dancing boy home? Who's going to take the dancing boy home? And so these dudes, you got to understand, these are military motherfuckers. These are the leaders. These are the leaders. Boom, 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 boom. These are the leaders. You know, these ain't no average men. These are powerful men in the military. They asked one guy, yes, they asked one guy, they said, how many dancing boys have you been with? And he started smiling. He was like, over 3,000. And in some cases, these dancing boys are deleted. So now, how did this all get back to Diddy? Because like I said, I was talking about Diddy, you know, I mean, it's not just him. I want to tell you guys my theory. You know, you don't have to agree. What I'm telling you is everybody has their fetish, right? Guys, if you would agree that everybody has their fetish in life, throw a 7 up for me, please. I've seen that before. I've seen that before. I've seen that before. Motley Digger, I've seen that before. I've seen that before. Everybody has their fetish, okay? Hold up. And Sonya Funtal, that's what I believe. So everybody has their fetish. What it do? Half a man. Everybody has their fetish. You agree with that? We're in agreement. So when Diddy was having his parties at the house, his house parties, I ain't talking about the ones in the hotel. I'm talking about the ones at his house with acres and security, and you know you ain't getting through that gate. And these people, you got hundreds of people safely under the roof for days at a time doing what they're doing. And you notice how they said that everybody was in these little circles everywhere around in the party. Everybody's in these circles. Everybody was living a fetish at his house. This is why you had royalty. You had princes. You had princes. You had politicians. You had extremely powerful people coming to his house. And my theory is that because the rich don't do shit for free, they pay for prostitution all the time. I'm born and raised in Las Vegas, okay? I'm born and raised in Las Vegas. I'm very well in touch with what prostitution is, guys, and how it works. You ain't getting Diddy ain't doing nothing for free. He ain't giving out no favors for free. I believe they were paying him to come to his house and live out their fetish. Hence the little ones. Hence the man on man. Hence whatever. And they should be done with consent. But unfortunately, they're not. May have been a ritual if you believe in it. Hey, man, can we get an amen in here real quick? Because we need some God up in this room. And guys, get those likes up. Let's smash these likes up to 100. Let's go. I got almost 500 people in here and 70 likes. Let's go. Because my live this afternoon is going to be super live. But we ain't going to get if we don't get the likes up in that, I'm not even going to finish it. I'm gonna tell people how to turn a brand new business and a brand new EIN in the $50,000 to $250,000 this afternoon. I'm not even going to church today. Like I said, I don't feel too hot. I normally wouldn't even be on here right now. Let me get an amen. Penny Humphrey, where did what start? God is good. God is so good all the time, man. Yeah, they're higher ups. They're higher ups. But see, so when I asked Diddy and Epstein, let me see. Hold up. Watch this. Boom. Jason Smith, how you doing today, Jason? Pleasure to meet you, brother. So may I ask, Diddy and Epstein had islands in the same area, possibly exchanging victims? To my knowledge, Diddy didn't have an island. Epstein had an island, but Diddy did not have an island. He used to do his parties at his house. Epstein had an island. For a lot of you guys that wasn't that, for a lot of you guys that maybe say didn't keep up with this kind of stuff, I want to backtrack a little bit to tell you about Jeffrey Epstein. Diddy had tunnels. Diddy did have tunnels from one house to the next, and there's a lot of things that went on in them tunnels. And Diddy was friends with Trump, and so was Epstein, and so was Bill Clinton. Let me tell you guys something. Listen, I want to put you in a state of mind to first let you know this is YouTube. People can delete their video whenever they want. YouTube can delete your video, right? YouTube can delete your video. They deleted some of my videos when I talk about Epstein or Trump, Epstein Island. There is a video that I saw, and guys, I like Bill Clinton. I like Chris Tucker. I like Kevin Spacey. But guess what? Back when this whole Epstein stuff started, this was the second time. You have to remember the whole Epstein incident. This was the second time he got caught. The first time he got caught, he got what was called a sweetheart deal. What is a sweetheart deal? This is when for 1 year, every morning, he would check out of his cell at, let's say, 8 o'clock and be allowed to go to work and come back to his cell at like 5 o'clock and go to sleep. And on the weekend, he would go home. Well, no, on the weekend, he would stay in the cell. He'd stay in jail in a cell by himself. He had to do that for a year. That was called a sweetheart deal. Okay? So now, the second time Epstein came around and did what he did. Oh, hold up. Pork chop. Pork chop. Sit tight. I'm about to address your question in a minute when I get done with this Epstein story. I'm finna put you up on game about that. So don't go nowhere, man. Smash that like button. And Willie Warfield, guess what? Diddy used more than 2 homes because he had 2 homes that was right next to each other that had tunnels. He had houses right next to each other using tunnels. So now with the Epstein thing, guys, see, we talk about who been to Epstein Island, I personally, me, Coach One Stat, I personally saw a video when Epstein got busted last time. I saw a video of Chris Tucker, comedian Chris Tucker, Bill Clinton, the ex-president Bill Clinton, Kevin Spacey, who Kevin Spacey got them charges anyway against young ones. And it was one more actor. I can't remember the last actor's name. It was 4 of them. They was getting on the little Lolita plane on their way to Epstein Island. So I know for a fact that Chris Tucker, Bill Clinton, Kevin Spacey have been to Lolita Island before. I know that for a fact. Yeah, Jason, tunnels. Okay, so, hey, Willie Warfield, did California had the tunnels? The California home had the tunnels. Hey, God's eyes. Keep this comment. I'm about to tell you why. Let me address this next question right here. Damn, what was the question you had up there? Damn, I forgot your question that I just had pinned up here. Whose question did I just have pinned up here? Hold up. Oh, the pork chop. Let me address your question. And then I'm going to get to God's eyes. I ain't want to forget his question. So pork chop, here's the thing about that little girl. That little girl, just so you know, that little girl's mother, her mother, that little girl was never adopted. She was, imagine, ain't no little white girl walking around Beverly Hills, okay? Ain't no little girl walking around Beverly Hills homeless by herself. And Diddy decided to just say, hey, come inside and play with my kids. No, you can go find the video yourself. You can go find the video of her mother. Her mother and Kim Porter were friends. Yes, I got a video about it. If you look through my videos, I have a whole video about it, right? When I talk about this, I give you her mother's name. Kim Porter and this little girl's mother were friends. And after, her name was Ava, I can't remember the last name. They're Italian. Ava Baroni. So her mom last name is Baroni. So when Kim Porter passed away, her mother, that little white girl's mother, Ava Baroni, is the little white girl, and she's come out and say that she was kidnapped, she was diddled, she was assaulted, she was groomed, and all that. But her mother, when Kim Porter passed away from pneumonia, she came out and she put on her Instagram, she had her, I can't remember what her first name is, but she hyphenated it to Baroni Combs. So that little white girl's mom was messing with Kim Porter and Diddy. That was Kim's friend, that little white girl's mom. And now that little white girl has resurfaced. I have a video in my videos with her talking. All you got to do is go down there and watch them. This is why I leave my videos raw. Guys, I can have an intro, outro. I don't want none of that shit. I talk and I show y'all video. I get straight to it. I could do a reaction video. I don't want to do that. I like doing them just the way that I do them, where I'm just going to talk, articulate. I'm going to show you the video, the proof of it, and I'm going to talk about it some more. I like to get straight to the point. But yes, that girl, her name's Ava Baroni. She's now about 18, 19. She will tell you about how she was tortured and kidnapped and SA'd and all that stuff, and how Diddy was passing her to one person to the next. Now, God's eyes. Let me get to your question, guys. Guys, let's get the likes up in here, man. We got 83 likes. Let's get them likes up to 100. Because I'm about to drop some knowledge on you, man. If anybody in here, oh yeah, I saw Chris Tucker. I saw Kevin Spacey. Check this out, guys. If you have ever read a book, if anybody in here has ever read a book called The Alchemist, throw a 7 up in the air so I can answer God's eyes questions. If you've ever read the book called The Alchemist, throw a 7 up in the air. The Alchemist. Okay, Jason, you read it. God's eyes, you read it. Okay, well, God's eyes. If you read The Alchemist, you know the answer to your own question. You remember when the alchemist and his new protege, they were in the desert, and some people came up to rob him, and he opened up his coat. He had 2 things, and what did he have? He had the elixir of life, something that you could drink that would make you live forever, the elixir of life. Then he had some chemicals. He said, when they came to rob him, he said, oh, this is the elixir of life. If you drink this, you'll live forever. And they said, well, what's this? He said, oh, these chemicals right here, I can mix them with any type of metal and make as much gold as I want. Well, they thought he was crazy. They didn't believe him, even though he was telling the bold truth. So when these men left him, his new protege that became the alchemist was mad at him. He said, why did you tell them what we had? They could have taken everything that we had. And to answer your question, God's eyes, you remember in that book, the alchemist told him, he said, hey, son, you just learned one of the most important lessons in life. You can be telling the truth, and you could tell somebody something so beautiful that they're not even going to believe you. That's an alchemist. So now, why don't they believe you? People are so uninformed. So you have so many people that are walking around this world with their eyes shut with a blindfold on. And it's so many of y'all, even some of y'all in this chat, that actually believe that just because somebody tell you something is true. This is why I post. I will not tell you, if you come in my chat, I will not tell you nothing I will not tell you a lie. Even if I make a video If I mess up a video, because I go through every one of my comments, maybe not that day, but I go through every comment. If somebody calls me out and says, hey, coach, nah, it was like this on the video, you got it wrong, you'll see me apologize and say, oh, my bad. Thanks for telling me. But, I ain't going to remake the video, but I do acknowledge that I got it wrong. But I only come on here spitting facts. See, it's some things that you guys have asked me about now. Who am I? Good question. I'll get to that in a minute. Who am I? Man, I'm Coach One Stack, man. I'm a person who's a historian. I'm ex-law enforcement. I done played in the streets. I've been delivered by God, and I'm somebody that just knows a lot about a little things. I like history. I love documentaries. I'm somebody that's always been aware. I'm a chosen one. That's who I am. And nothing that I'm telling you is wrong. If anybody can refute anything that I've said, go ahead and bring it up. Bring it up, man. I'm a real one, bro. And in order to get a little bit of, and I don't know everything. Amazing 84814. I don't know everything. It's things that y'all gonna ask me, I don't know. And I'm gonna tell you, I don't know. But if I know something, I'm standing on it. And what I just told you, man, that Alchemist, man, the Alchemist is something serious. And Diddy did do that to Tupac. Oh yeah. So now it's so many people, man, in this world, guys, that's walking around with their eyes shut. Smash that like button, man. I got 340 people in here. I should have well over 100 likes. Smash that like button, because this afternoon is gonna be the banger. And I'm pretty much gonna let you guys know off the rip, just being a real one that I am. If people ain't smashing the like button when they come in on that one, I'm not even gonna do that live. So if anybody wants, because this page right here is about fitness, finance, romance, intimacy, general conversation, hot topics. So yeah, I'm gonna show y'all how to get a bag, man, how to structure your business, probably get a bag. But if we ain't getting no likes on that, I'm not even gonna finish that live, man. I'm gonna cut it about short within 10 minutes. Because it only takes a second to hit a button to show a little bit of appreciation for some real information. See, everybody else is trying to charge you and say, here, come buy my course. But I'm gonna show y'all how to really, really do this shit. I'm gonna show y'all how to, I'm gonna tell you how to really get your bag up if you're into business credit, because I'm that versatile. I'm gonna show you how to get your business credit up and give you some tips that will put you in a position to get yourself 50 to 250K in funding for your brand new business within 7 days. That's going to be later on at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Bashir Gray. Yes, I saw what they did to Bashir Gray. Guys, if you know the Bashir Gray story, throw a 7 up for me, please. If you guys know about the Bashir, yeah, thanks for getting them likes up, man. And see, guys, when people come on here, man, it ain't like I'm begging, but just let me know you appreciate me, because, man, I like talking to y'all, your family. Okay, man. So Bashir Gray, he had a manager named Charlie Mack. See, a lot of these kids are getting handed up. See, what did I just tell y'all? Bashir Gray is a prime example. If you've been in this live the entire time, Bashir Gray, I should have led with Bashir Gray. My bad. I should have led with Bashir Gray. I might change the title. Bashir Gray is a prime example of somebody who got groomed and passed around. His manager was a guy named Charlie Mack. Charlie Mack introduced him to the industry. Sharif, thank you for that super chat, Brody. Thank you for that super chat, Brody. Thank you. Sharif, I appreciate you. Sharif, and let me know where you from. Man, I'm dropping game, man, all the time. That's all I could do. And this, man, this live this afternoon is going to be live. So, man, y'all better have y'all pen and paper and like button ready, have your pen, your paper, and ready to hit that like button as soon as you step into that room today. Sonya, thank you, Sonya. I appreciate that. Sonya, I appreciate that. I appreciate the love, guys. And I appreciate y'all, man, getting us up to 50K. Because this afternoon, like I said, man, I want y'all to win at the end of the day. I'm not trying to get you to spend money. I'm trying to get you to make money. So this is why we talk about everything on here. So Charlie Mack was the one who introduced Bashir Gray to who? Will Smith. That's who introduced Bashir Gray to Will Smith. Well, Charlie Mack was already abusing Bashir Gray. See, when you get these young men who have not had a experience before, you got to understand. If I'm a young man, right? If I'm a young man, if I have not lost my virginity, okay, and the first experience that I have is with this man right here, that's all I know. I don't know anything else but this man right here. Men. Well, as you getting passed around, they went to Will Smith. Will Smith made him do you know what right here. Diddy and Will Smith are like this. Diddy made him do it. Brother Bilal dropped the T already, y'all. Brother Bilal dropped the T. Brother Bilal got the receipts. I wouldn't be surprised if Brother Bilal is not the one who stole the hard drive from Jada Pinkett and Will Smith's house. And if you know about the hard drive, throw a 7 up in the air so I could just so I can let people keep up and y'all know about what this hard drive is, people. Y'all so you can know about what this hard drive is. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I can inform you. I don't want to leave nobody behind. Okay. Yeah, well, okay. I got a few people know what the hard drive is. So that means I got over 200 people that don't know what the hard drive is. Oh yeah, definitely, Michelle. The hard drive. Okay, why Jason? The hard drive, Jada Pinkett Smith. You got Brother Bilal, who was Will Smith's friend / like assistant for like damn near 40 years. Brother Bilal is the one that came into Dwayne Martin's dressing room and saw Bill bent over on the couch, and let's just say Dwayne Martin was behind him giving it to him. Okay. Well, there has been a hard drive stolen from their house where Jada, now this some old nasty stuff. See, you got to be discreet. Go into your bedroom and do this stuff. Jada Pinkett used to sit back with her external hard drive, plug it in, and pleasure herself on the couch, even with her kids walking by. You know, you see why Jaden's all messed up. And she would pick which movie she wanted to watch. And on that hard drive, y'all, guess that's right. I ain't worshiping nobody but Jesus and my Father God. They're the only people that I'm worshiping. So on this hard drive, she would pick which movie she wanted to watch. And in some of these movies, guess who was in these movies? It might be a movie with her, Will, and Tyrese Gibson. Ooh, fucked y'all up with that one, huh? Oh, I fucked y'all up with that Tyrese Gibson, didn't I? It might be a video with Tyrese Gibson and Will Smith. Just Will Smith. So I wonder what kind of video Tyrese Gibson and Will Smith was making together. It might be a video with her, Mark Anthony, and Will Smith. It might be a video with Will, Tyrese, Mark Anthony. Now, I did not hear. Now, watch this. I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all. They ain't said nothing about her having no videos about Diddy on her hard drive. See, a lot of people get on here and lie and say, yeah, she had videos of Diddy on the hard drive. I'm not going to say that because that's not what was said. But Brother Bilal says he knows who was getting toys, who Jada was using toys on in these videos. Because see, it said that Will Smith is impotent. And if you don't know, when a man gets impotent, well, you don't have no feeling down there, but you got feeling back there. That's why a lot of these men are getting to the rainbow side. And this is why, let me explain something to you. This is why, look, this is why this right here, you see that chosen one? Because I am a chosen one. This is the reason why that logo, when you see it really come out and I put that project together, this is why it's made out of the community flag. That's why I'm starting first, because it needs to be more awareness with the community. It needs to be more awareness with what's going on in the world, what's really going on. A lot of people, I'm not a part of the community. My daughter's a part of the community. I don't have nothing against nobody in the community, but I do have a problem against men that are on the down low. Ladies, if you got a problem against men on the down low, throw a 7 up for me, please. Now they got Quentin. Now somebody stole the hard drive, Brody. Somebody stole the hard drive. It's stolen. Simple. And ladies, how come you don't, and tell me why? Tell these men why you don't like men on the hard drive. Tell me why you don't like men that are on the down low. Now, you know, and see now, God, watch this. Disease, you can't just put it on them. This is why I'm doing my first project for the community, because guys, it's more people that's not about the community passing this stuff on. Do you know it's a thing? I just want you guys to know. Down low. Let me see where we at, Jason. Let me pin your comment, Brody. See, normally I would have been to church. I got time for y'all today. DL meaning, I guess you would say they're undercover bot, because there's a guy, and I'm gonna shout his channel. I cannot remember his channel, but I'm gonna shout his channel out, because I'm gonna tell you, if you want to know anything about that lifestyle, you need to go watch his content. He got some hella fire content of what's going on with the DL man today, and he is a bisexual man, black man, youngster, and his shit is sharp. It is not hood. It is great content. I just cannot remember the name of it, but a lot of these, it's a thing now. It's a thing now, right? For these young men, when they be talking about the homies, I'm with the homies. It is a thing now for them to find a DL man and be their first. That's like a thing now, right? A fad. They want to be a man's first so they can make them fall in love. That's like a thing. You know, I'm 49. I keep up with what the youngsters got going on from the youngsters. No, not the whisperer, not the DL whisperer. I seen the DL whisperer. Yeah. And everybody has their own right to choose. I have no problem. Like I said, my first project is that. And when you see me on it, guys, I'm nowhere near bisexual or rainbow in any type of way, but I'm very secure in my masculinity, because the second project will be for the veterans, but the first one has to be for the community. So when you see me with that on there, guys, make sure you purchase it. Make sure you get some understanding, because it's going to be fly. It's because it's like a dude. Hold up. There you go. Boom. Now, G Flow. And it is the devil. Now watch this, Quentin, I agree with you, but never will I personally, I'm not here to judge, And at the end of the day, I tell everybody in this chat, I don't care what you have going on. It's not for me to judge you. I have no judgment. I have no opinion on what you have going on, because you have to stand before your maker at the end of the day. They're not going to ask you what Coach One Stack did. They're going to ask you what you did. They, so like I said, my problem is with the DL man. And guys, if you, man, hold up. Matter of fact, I ain't even been running my banner, man. Hold up. I haven't even been running my banner. If you got, if anybody, and I'm gonna tell you, man, that is my business number. Everything I do on there is confidential, man. That's a hotline. If anybody, and that's my Cash App, if anybody wants to donate to the channel, I got a donation last week. Shout out to you, brother. If anybody is having a problem, man, dealing with their sexuality, I want you to feel free to hit me up. Let's do a consultation and talk about it. I want to try to help you come to terms with what you have going on, because at the end of the day, it's your life to live, but I would like you to live your life safely, because you're putting, why am I so invested in this? And I'm going to tell you guys why I am so invested in this, in this whole thing. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm so invested in this. Number one, the download man is putting his stuff where my stuff go. Number two, I told you guys I was a hustler. What's up, sir? I was a hustler, and a great one at that. And I sold a whole lot of that ice. A whole lot of it. I mean, other things too, but that was my main thing. 50 keys a week. 50 keys a week. And I'm here to tell you, I contributed to that population, because when people use that ice, it makes men go to the rainbow side and have down low activities. It makes you do that if you're a man. So this is why I'm so vested in it, because I'm also trying to right some wrongs that I did throughout my life. I help contribute to some of this stuff. Oh yeah, Jada got that hard drive too. I help contribute to some of this rainbow colored activity. Okay, so now I want to do something right. I'm trying to right my wrong. I've already repented. I can speak about it because the statute of limitations is up. I've been delivered by God for almost 9 years. This is why this is a real channel, people. Let me ask you this. Throw a 7 up. I want you guys to throw a 7 up on this. And guys, if you in it, when you hear what I'm about to say, if you have not smashed the like button, smash the like button. If you can answer yes to what I'm about to tell you. If you can answer yes, I mean, if your answer is no, my bad. If your answer is no to what I am about to tell you, do me a favor. Smash the like button and share this live. Do you guys have anybody else all over the whole wild internet, the whole internet, that was a cop? I was a cadet, a corrections officer, a policeman, a field training officer, a detective in 4 different bureaus. Guys, I got in trouble. I damn near went to the penitentiary for 4 to 10 years. I got probation. That'll come out of my testimony, right? Then I had a couple businesses. And one day, the woman that I was dating that went on to be my wife lost her job. And I took $130 and I invested it into some ice. Never did this stuff in my life. And I'm going to tell you, I was a baller. I was what you call a baller, and I was so good at what I did because I was ex-law enforcement and I knew how to move and what I should and should not do. And in the end, from one person, I was getting $80,000 FedEx to my front doorstep twice a week from somebody that I never even met. And in the end, it was the ice, the hard, the salt. Oh yeah, coach know how to whip. Oh, I know how to whip. I know how to whip. All that. The black tar, the pills, everything except Sherm. In the end, one-stop shop. Then I got delivered by God 9 years ago, and I promised the good Lord I'd never touch any of that stuff again. The only thing now, if you can answer that, if your answer is that you hear other people, if you don't hear anybody else on the internet giving you content with this background, put a no and smash the like button and get the likes up. This is why it's so authentic, because you ain't gonna get nobody else like me that's gonna give you this. I don't have to take any notes. I don't need to do any intros and outros. I'm giving it to you raw and uncut. Oh, my bad. I sent a few prostitutes as well. Got a lot of money out of Chicago, Indiana, California, Las Vegas, Wisconsin. You dig? Milwaukee. I've done it all. I've done it all, and I've seen it all. I have lived. I don't know everything. I don't know everything. Nobody knows everything. But guys, I have lived my life, man, to the extreme, to the most extreme side of the law, to the most extreme underside of the law, and now I'm right here in the middle, balanced by the grace of God. God kept me, people. God kept me. Checking in from South Kakalaka. That's what I'm talking about. That's game. Pewaukee, baby. Olivia. Thank you. God bless all of y'all, man. God bless. Let me put that up there. God bless you. God bless you. And why? And guys, how? And guys, let me tell you, if you don't know my story, because one day, you know, I'm over 50K. I'm doing pretty good for somebody that's been streaming for a year. I'm doing pretty good, and that's with the help of you guys. And I'm gonna keep dropping that content, dropping that raw content, all that, right? I'm gonna keep dropping that content, you know. See, I don't glorify anything I did in the streets. But guys, I'm going to tell you, join my member section. Join my member section. Let me say it again. Join my member section. I'm about to revamp it because I got 3 different levels. I'm about to bring it back to the middle and make it just one price. Join my member section. And because as that grows, I'm going to be leaving all the exclusive stuff of how I did it. Number one, man, I can't wait to tell y'all how I did it in the streets, how I did it, because I'm not proud of what I did, but how I did it is some ingenious shit that you would never even think of in your life. That you would never even think of in your life. It's not even possible to do this shit anymore. But the way I did it, ingenious. If I had had the right woman in my life at that time, man, I would be a multi-fucking billionaire probably. But now, why did I walk away from that shit? If anybody knows Charlotte, North Carolina, checking in. I love your city. I was gonna move there like 4 years ago. I used to actually, Tycoon Tony, I actually used to stay in this Airbnb right across the street from the baseball field downtown, next to Morton Steakhouse. Just so you know I'm authentic, Brody. Just so you know I'm authentic. I used to stay right at this Airbnb downtown, right across the street from the baseball field, and it was right next to Morton Steakhouse. It was like a high rise. It was a high rise Airbnb. Yep. That's where I used to be at. Tycoon. Then I also used to kick it at this bar on the state line of South Carolina and North Carolina called Papa Doc's. Have you ever been to Papa Doc's? right there on the state line of North Carolina and South Carolina. That's where I was at, Brody. Like I told you, man, I give y'all real content, man. I was going to move out there. And by the grace of God, I didn't. The only reason I didn't even move to North Carolina is because somebody tried to scam me. I was trying to put down a down payment to rent a house off Craigslist. And it was one of these things where the door was already open and the guy was on the phone and he wanted me to wire him the money. But had he been there to just take the money, he would have scammed me and I would have been living in North Carolina. You tell me God ain't good. Man, it's crabs in a barrel, people. Crabs in a barrel. Boom. Smash that like button, people. Smash that like button. See, the crabs in the barrel syndrome, man, is the crabs in the barrel syndrome is why I stay to myself. You will see other people on here because, like I said, I'm revamping the channel. They do. I'm revamping the channel. I don't know if I want to start a new channel or I want to do it here, but I'm going to interview if you are part of the rainbow community. Thank you, Carla. I appreciate you, baby. If you are a part of the rainbow community, all I want you to do is contact me. That's my number. I want to interview you. I want to know things. I want to bring awareness to the world. It's part of my purpose, people, because it's part of my purpose because I contributed to this shit. By moving as much ice as I did, I contributed to that problem, man. I contributed to it. And I want to know why. And this way, people are better understanding what's going on in the world so we can all love each other. Can I ask you guys a question? Man, you welcome, Molly. Can I ask you guys a question? Is it safe to say that we all trying to get to heaven? If we all trying to get to heaven, throw a 7 on the air. North side, I was causing. I was. I take that, man. Hey, man, north side, I take that. Boom, I take that, Brody. North side, I take that. And I'm going to share a story with you, bro. I'm going to share a story with you, bro. And let me know where you're from, north side. Okay, so my thing is, if we all trying to get to the same place, if we're all trying to get to the same place, why are we fighting with each other? But it is. But why are we fighting with each other? Why are we going against each other? Why are we tripping with each other? Why am I mad because you're this color and you're not my color? Why am I mad because you're a part of the rainbow community and I'm not? Why am I mad because you're a veteran and I'm not? Why? Why are we fighting against each other? So this is my channel, man. This is my little piece of heaven, y'all. This is why I bring, man, I talk, man, you guys are family. I talk to y'all more than family. Yeah, I talk to y'all more than family. If anybody know, man, I'm normally in church. Normally I'm off of here normally I do my lives around on Sunday. It's about 6 in the morning. Because I'm done by 7 because I need to get to church. I got a long drive to church. Man, I decided to stay in today. I'm not feeling too hot. So now, north side, let me get to what you said, Brody. Let me address your comment. Man, I was causing. Guys, Jalal, I hope I pronounced your name right, Jalal. I hope that you enjoy the channel and you subscribe. Keep on watching, man. Michelle, you already right. You can't be a slave to your secrets. This is why I tell y'all nothing but truth. Nothing but truth. This is why my channel is so raw. And it's going to continue. This, guys, I got 5 computers. I could get an intro on here if I want to take up time out of y'all day. I could get an outro. I could get somebody to edit my videos. I don't want to do that. The thing you will see me starting is my podcast. I do want to start a Discord. So if anybody knows how to help me start a Discord, if you know how to help me start a Discord, please tap into my IG. My IG is the same as this, Coach One Stack. Hit me in my DM if you know how to start a Discord, because I want to become closer with you guys and be able to tap in more with you guys, have a Discord. I don't know how to do it. I'd appreciate the help. I'm asking for help, guys. I don't know how to do everything. My daughter helps me with a lot. So Northside, let me get to you, Northside. Let me give it to you. Let me give it to you. And Motley Digger, I know it's your choice, but let me give it to you, Northside, when I say I contributed to it, when I realized it. When I realized that I was contributing to it, is when I walked into it, when I walked to serve one of my clients, and I saw, which was an older white guy. Most of my clientele they had jobs. I rarely dealt with street people unless it was a hustler, right? And if you know the game, it's reasons for this. That's a whole nother live, because you guys can ask me any questions you want. You're gonna get the truth. So when I walked into a room, when I walked into this little weekly hotel, and I saw three dudes, I saw my client, who's a white guy, and I saw three of my, not friends, but acquaintances that I knew, gang banging. Like, I've never been in a gang. I don't gang bang. I'm not no hood dude. I'm not a thug dude. I was raised in the suburbs, but I played in the streets. But when I see three dudes sitting in the bed with no clothes on, right? And all three of them got something like this, right? And they're smoking their bowl of that ice, right? And on the TV, they watching rainbow colored movies, and all three of them got something like this, and every one of them doing this to each other. As they doing this to each other, and I'm watching, and they never break. They look at me, because they so gone. That's when I realized, I'm like, man, I'm really fucking up the community. I'm really fucking up the community. I said, wow. Because when I stepped out of that game 9 years ago, Black people wasn't really fucking with that clear stuff. But DIddy fucks with that clear stuff. DIddy fuck with that clear stuff. He got caught with some. Focus on DIddy when whites torture your people for 100 years. Hey, man, listen. I'm focused on the world. Don't worry about my people. I'm focused on what's going on right now. And guess what? Yeah, it got to be in you. It got to be in you. But Northside, let me address you again, Northside. And Northside, yeah, it definitely got to be in you. But you have to understand something. I'm telling you, brother, I had never experienced anything like that. Remember, guys, I used to be a cop. I was a cop, right? I wasn't into that. And I never seen nothing like that. I didn't know that it makes you go to the other side. And then I really started paying attention because I had some spots. And one day, like I said, it's SSI day. I think it was like the 2nd or the 3rd. Everybody get their SSI check. And I had a little spot. And I mean, it's like 5 or 6 people in there that immediately they hit this shit, drop their pants, and they looking at movies on their phone. I'm like, man, don't do that shit in front of me. I did not know it was a gateway drug like that. Even one of my friends back in the day, good friend, day one, Northside, true story, day one friend. While I'm off in the academies doing my thing, you know, the police academy lasts 19 weeks. Training is 21 weeks. It's almost a year of your life. Same thing in corrections. I don't know what it is in other states, but out here in Vegas, corrections and law enforcement, they make the same money. It's all they make a lot of goddamn money. My dad is ex-law enforcement. That man makes $195 an hour retired. He's been retired for 15 years. Retired, that's what he makes. Okay. People out here, officers make a lot of money. Well, during this time, I'm about 23, 24. I hadn't seen my friend in a couple years, a good friend of mine, Northside. Well, when I saw him, He had all these scabs all over his body, even on his lips. These scabs all on his eyelid, his nose, everywhere, all like these scabs. Well, he said he had a bad case of the chicken pox. To make a long story short, that man had full blown, you know what? And how did he catch it? He caught it because he had started dipping into that ice and messing with dudes. And even then, like I said, I was so green, I didn't know anything about it at that time. Even as a cop, I had never come across the ice at that time. At that time, it was still like a brown powder. If the ice was very expensive at that point, and I had never come across it personally when I was in law enforcement. I never saw it until I went to the streets. I never saw the ice. I saw the brown powder, but I never saw the ice. Yeah, innocent. Yes. Yes. Milk 7858. And I make no excuses, because guess what? I ain't never forced nobody to take anything. I ain't never. So and you have to understand my view on life. Let me tell you something, Mel. Even when I was in law enforcement, I didn't give a fuck if somebody sold drugs. That's your business. Nobody made you take it. Me, I was looking for the robbers, the kidnappers, people doing real crime. I didn't write people tickets. If I stopped you and if you was in the military, you ain't getting no ticket. You coming home from work, man, trying to feed your family, you ain't getting no ticket. I wasn't there to write tickets. And that's where a lot of people get the law enforcement thing all jacked up, right? A lot of people get the law enforcement thing messed up. See, and it gets confusing. See, every officer has his preference on what he wants to do. This is why it's so much confusion, because you could be driving down the street today, right? Your car ain't registered. You get stopped. This cop right here, he says, man, I'm gonna just give you a warning. You can go. Now, 2 hours later, you get stopped by a different cop. He writes you a ticket. In your mind, you like, I just got stopped by the other one. He ain't give me no ticket. Well, it's his preference. He didn't want to, but this one did. So as a cop, you have your preference. Y'all might not know this, but when you're in law enforcement as a police officer, you have your preference of what you want to do every day. If you a scary motherfucker and you want to sit out and run radar, write tickets all day, you could do that. But you don't have no quota. That people think that you have a quota, and that's not true. The only people who have a quota in law enforcement are motorcycle cops, because all motorcycle cops do is write tickets and investigate car accidents. So a motorcycle cop has a 12 ticket quota every day. They have to write at least 12 tickets. Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that. Oh, Renegade Princess. I like that. I like that. Renegade. I like that. The problem in the world is that people are not loving themselves. People who a lot of people who are doing the drugs, they are trying to fill a void. And I'm here to tell you guys, you're not gonna fill that void. God, let me tell you something, man. If you have not hit the like button, smash that like button, man. Because throw me some hearts up in the air if y'all liking this live. If y'all like the energy in this room, throw a heart up, because I don't even want to get off of here. Just throw a heart up if you just like the energy in this room. Because 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock gonna be real. Oh, I can't wait till 2 o'clock come. Carla, no, we ain't have no quota. Let me break it down for you. No quota. Damn, Carla, I see you. I see you, Carla. I see you. Scorpio. I'm sorry, I'm a Scorpio. I can't help it. I'm a Scorpio. I am a Scorpio. I cannot help it. I can't help it. So police don't have a quota, guys. Just so you know, police don't have a quota. And guys, I was the kind of cop that the only time I would write you a ticket is under two circumstances. Let's say you didn't have no insurance. I had to give you. Oh, hey, Northside, I love the Caribbean, brother. Been all through there. What part are you from? My thing, the only time I wrote you a ticket is if you didn't have insurance. And by law in Nevada, if you don't have insurance, you're not supposed to be driving the car. So I had to pretty much write you a ticket and tell you, hey, I'm going to leave here. You shouldn't be driving this car because you don't have no insurance. So me writing your ticket, Caraca, St. Martin. Okay, I've been to St. Martin before. So I would write that ticket. That's for my safety. So if your ass leave and drive that car and get in an accident and hurt somebody, well, I got my ticket showing that I wrote you a ticket for not having insurance and that you wasn't supposed to be driving. Or I wrote you a ticket if you started running your mouth, because I don't even like writing tickets. If you start getting on me about all this stuff, because the way I'm talking to you is the way I talk to everybody. It don't change, man. I'm not no programmed individual. But as an officer, I didn't care if people sold drugs. I didn't care about that. People got to get money, right? Everybody has their preference. And I never seen nobody hold a click to somebody's head and make them take it. So my thing was, everybody has their little niche. Just like YouTube, the police have their own little niche. Hell yeah, she's a prostitute. They have their niche. Even the police have their niche. My niche was, man, I'm looking for the big time dope boy. You dig? I'm looking for the guns. I'm looking for the artillery. I'm looking for the big stuff. I ain't got time to be dealing with petty stuff. I literally, I did. No. I did ruin. Yeah. And they do pay them. I mean, I didn't get paid, but guys, being born and raised out here in Vegas, working in a black area town, it's not like even being at work. I knew everybody. It's like, shit, I got friends and family I know my city. Vegas is small. Vegas is very, very small. I used to sit, man, I would go to lunch at 7:00. And I might be sitting in a particular set of projects, right? And I would tell people, I would say, hey, you over there selling weed. You over there in the middle, you selling crack. You over there to the right, you got weed and crack. I'm about to go to lunch. When I come back, if you hear, one of y'all going to jail. And so, I mean, they know me. We know each other. It's nothing personal, just business. And when I would come back, I knew where to park. I know the back streets. I know who house I can cut through, who doors open. When you're in the projects, everybody know which door you can run through, when you can run through their house and hide. I know that shit too. So I would just park my car and walk up to somebody. This one, he had weed and crack. I just simply grab him, stick my hand in his coat. I was like, I told you I got you. He's like, oh man, you got me. I said, I told you I was coming to get one of y'all. That meant leave. And I never had no problems with people. Although I was in 2 shootings, I never had any problems with anybody because I treat people with the utmost respect, just like I'm treating you guys with respect. I don't down you just because I had you in handcuffs. Matter of fact, if I took you to jail, man, I let you sit on the corner. I'm gonna let you call your wife and say, hey man, if you was cool to me, I'm saying, here, man, do you got somebody you want to call to get your car? Because man, I could do the paperwork in the car. I don't need to tow your car. That's gonna take money out of your pocket. You smoke? Here, man, smoke one of your cigarettes on the curb while I'm sitting here doing my thing. I mean, they handcuffed behind their back though, but y'all light them a cigarette, put it in their mouth, let them smoke, and ask them, hey man, what radio station you want to listen to on the way to jail? Because it might be a while till y'all listen to the radio. You don't have to be an asshole to people to get through in this world, y'all. Yes, it's temptations. Michelle, let me tap on what you said, Michelle, about these temptations. And I hate to get all biblical on y'all, but see, I told you how versatile I am. I'm going to go from law enforcement to some street shit to spirituality to finances to everything. This is a one-stop shop. This is a one-stop shop. Y'all are family. This is a one-stop shop. God is, man, the devil is going to put all the temptations out there for you. Hey, man, if your thing is you're trying to get off drugs, guess what he going to do? Guess what the devil going to do? The devil going to put that shit out there. He going to put it out there. He going to put exactly what you want right in front of you. If you're a man, see me, I like natural women. Thick in the thighs. I'm not really a chest man, but I love a natural woman that got her own natural eyebrows. I love brown skin, all skin tones. I love a woman with some nice thick thighs. That's how I like it. I love everything about a natural woman. Her hair don't got to be, I'm not really into lace fronts and shit like that. I like a woman that wears her natural hair and don't have too much makeup. So what is God going to do? What will the devil do for me? He going to put that right in front of me. That's all he going to put right in front of me to see if that that's called testing your appetite. He's going to do that with drugs. He's going to do that with whatever your vice is. The devil is going to put that in front of you and see if you're going to be tempted to take it. Oh, hold up now. Paris Papas. That's what I'm talking about, man. We have church up in here today. We are in a spiritual warfare. And guys, you have to, and when you in a spiritual warfare, and just so you know, let me put y'all in my business. Let me put you in my business. Coach One Stack, I've been in a spiritual warfare for the last 7 months. For the last 7 months, I have been in a spiritual warfare. I am fighting against principalities, not people. Everything in my life has been turned upside down. Everything that has been deemed wrong, that I've done right, has been deemed to be wrong, and vice versa. But I've also elevated too. And it happened 7 months ago, Paris, when God told me, sit still, be quiet, do not move, be still, peace, be still and listen to me. And ever since then, I have been fighting against spirits that I may not be qualified. See, because when you get into the spiritual realm, guys, it's a ranking thing. Like you got sergeant, lieutenant, captain. Well, they got demons that been around playing this game a lot longer than you've been alive. They got spirits, and they got spirits that have been along that rank, that been here doing what they do a lot longer than you've been on this earth. So you may not even be qualified to even fight the spirit that is messing with your life. Guys, this is why you got to be careful of how you let pray over you. Everybody that prays over you, they are not qualified to even speak or preach on what they're speaking on. They're not even qualified. It could be a demon that's been around for 20 decades. He already know what you like. You understand what I'm saying? If he knows that gambling is your problem, he's going to make sure that you sit in all these casinos. If you're an alcoholic, he's going to make sure you get a job in a damn distillery. He's going to put you around it. He's going to test you like Job. Salute. He's going to test you like Job. And if you don't know who Job is, man, I'll tell you. Paris, that was the most explosive. Hey, hold up. Wait a minute. Paris, you preaching. Today, I have to say, shout out to you, Paris Papas. You are being given, and all you guys are giving spiritual and powerful messages. But today, man, you touching my soul because it's true. Guys, when we get vocal, this is why, like, I don't even care if people troll, because you can say what you want to. That's your freedom of speech. That don't even bother me. But the thing is, so as a man thinketh, so he is. You have to learn how to be quiet, because when you sit up and you talk about your plans and what you hope to do and what you want, remember, the devil hear you too. The devil hear you too. when you put it out into the world. When you're thinking it and you keeping stuff right here and you praying to God, our Father God, the Son, the Holy Spirit, and you keeping it in here, the devil don't hear that. So you got to be real careful, because we're the vocal ones. Like you said, we're vocal. We tell them how to come for us. I can honestly tell you, let me tell you, my right hand to God, I swear to God. Let me find it. I'm going to show you. I like to share with y'all. Let me share something with you. I swear to God that what made me get baptized, I'm going to show you. Look, this is the first time I got baptized right here. Look, that's the first time I got baptized right there. See that? First time I got baptized. First time I got baptized. That's the very first time I got baptized. Okay. That's the first time I got baptized. What made me get baptized was that when I sat back and I realized that God have answered every prayer that I ever gave. Right? When I realized God, he really did, he really have. God have really answered every prayer that I have ever prayed for. Anything that I have ever prayed. See, I don't pray for materialistic shit, but I'm praying now. My prayers, I've learned how to get my prayer more organized in detail, because sometimes you pray for something, but you don't realize you're gonna have to go to the penitentiary 10 years to achieve what you prayed for. So you got to be more specific with your prayer and be vocal. But when I realized that God had blessed me with everything that I have ever prayed for, I got baptized, because I started saying, I said, well, I'm only giving him a little bit of me. And believe me, I'm not a Bible toter. I don't know scriptures like that. I don't. But I'm super spiritual. But when I realized that he had given me everything that I asked for, and I said, well, what'd happen if I give him just a little bit more of my life? Just a little bit more. I got baptized. And after that, that's when the test started. That's when the test started. And when I tell you the test, that's when a car drove into my apartment. A car drove into my 2-bedroom apartment. Good thing my daughter had just moved a month before, because where the car drove through, her bed used to sit on that wall. That's where I almost passed away. I couldn't breathe. I was sick for 3 months. I believe I had COVID before COVID came out. I had every symptom of COVID. They said it was pneumonia. I don't think it was pneumonia, because I had pneumonia for my 28th birthday and it didn't feel like what I had. This is when I started getting tested with everything. I walked away from the streets, y'all. I said, I'd never touch it again. And God put me in so many situations to where he was like, all you got to do is make one phone call. You don't have to be like this. You don't have to be like this. And at the end of this live, I'm going to share a very spiritual story with y'all. You can believe me if you want to. If you don't want to believe me, I don't care. But I'm going to share a very, very spiritual story with y'all, because I always, if you've never been in my lives before, people, one thing I do at the end of my lives is I normally let you guys pick. And I tell a story. I give you a choice of, do you want a story from when I was in law enforcement, the streets, or something spiritual? I'll let you guys pick. But today I'm picking. It's Sunday. Hold on. Let me, grace of God, where we at? Oh yeah. Pray for patience. Yes. Right there. Wow. You pray, if you like Motley Digger, you pray for patience, expect to be put in situations to practice patience. You ask for sprint. You know what? Motley Digger. And I didn't know that. Somebody had to explain it to me. And when I'm here to tell you, that's why I'm very specific in my prayer, because those were some things I pray for. And believe me when I tell you, he put me in plenty of them situations. because people always, man, people always saying, oh, I wish I was you. I wish I was you. No, you don't want my life. You don't want my life. To have my life, most people couldn't survive if you had my life. Yeah, I got the nice car. I got the nice German engineering, you know, S550 Benz, you know, on 21s, double chocolate interior, 650i Beamer coupe. I got all the Rolexes, the big chain. I got all that shit. Go look through the pictures. Got all that shit. The Cartier sunglasses with diamonds and all that. Man, that don't mean shit. That means absolutely nothing. You can't take that shit with you. You can't take that with you. You need peace of mind in your life. You need peace. But people see that and they like, oh, you're living the life. Well, guess what? You don't know what I had to do to get there. And to have my life most people would either delete themselves if you have my life. If to have my life, you would either delete yourself or you would be in a mental hospital if you had my life. So be happy with your own life. Seriously. A lot of people always be like, man, I wish I was them. Man, I wish I was them. But you don't know what they went through to get there. You don't realize that man or that woman did 10 years in the penitentiary to evolve into the person that they are, to get to do what they're doing. You don't realize that woman, man, been assaulted her entire life to become the person that she is, right? I got a good friend that did an interview because I got four YouTube channels, by the way. This is just my main one. You know, I'll do some with those when I want to, but I actually have 4 YouTube channels and they're all the same. You just add an extra C to them. I got one for the spiritual, I got a fitness one, and I got another one for real conversations. But I spend most of my time over here. But, you know, I have a friend who, you know, if you look at her life, and she's interviewed on one of my other channels before. If you look at her life, you would think her life is perfect, but you wouldn't know that she had been passed around since she was a baby, like I just told you, pregnant by the age of 11, right? By her own uncle. Okay. The uncle that her mom used to make watch her. This same uncle is her great uncle. This is her mom's uncle. This same uncle that her mom used to have watch her daughter is the same uncle that used to do these things to her mom. So her mom, who knowingly knows that her uncle is a predator, used to have him watch her daughter. So now at age 11, after being pregnant by her uncle, and I'll get her on here, she'll talk about it if I want to do an interview. I can do interviews. I can bring people up. When she was 11 years old and after getting an abortion with her uncle's baby, she got sent to her cousin's house to try to recover. The day she came home from getting her abortion, guys, why did her cousin's boyfriend grape her that night? You're already sore down there, graped her. And this went on. She got passed away. She got done that way until she was like maybe 16 or 17. But if you see her now, she's a corporate woman. She's one of the strongest people I know, and you would never know what she's been through. And so many women be like, man, I wish I was her. Man, oh, I wish I was her. But she's a baddie. Man, I wish I was her. But no, you don't, because you don't know what she went through to get there. You don't know what she went through to get there. Prayer soul. Guys, let me ask you a question. If you are over the age of 40 years, I'm 49. So if you are over the age of 45, throw a 7 up in the air, please. Hold up. I'm here, guys. Okay, 7-7. Okay. Guys, sorry, guys. Had to answer a text. Won't lie, this is hard to see your full story. On one for your life in the beginning, it would make no sense to go with God. Thank you, Kimberly. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. And God, you don't even know half the story. Like I said, God, I'm not no money hungry person, because if I was money hungry, I wouldn't even post your comments unless you super chatted me. But you guys can feel free to donate to the channel if you want to donate to the channel to help the channel grow. Because I'm trying to get this merch together so I can get you guys some merchandise. Man, I'd rather you just send it to the Cash App, because when you guys donate stuff or super chat, it goes to YouTube and they take their money. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. I really don't get it. So that's just another thing. So I don't do anything for money, but I would tell you guys, I do consultations. I would tell you to be a part of my paid member section. It doesn't cost very much, because that's where I'm going to break down my whole story. And the more participation I'm getting over there in my member section, like I said, I could bring you guys on here to talk with me, to hear about my testimony, because it's something deep. It's something I couldn't even spend a day talking about. It would take me a fucking week. I've been asked to be on plenty of platforms, and I have yet to jump on one platform to talk about my story. I answered some questions on somebody's platform, but to give my testimony and get interviewed, I have yet for that to happen, because I'm waiting for the right one. Paris, thank you. Now, that sexual trauma, the reason why I asked about that age, I'm 49. That's when cable came out, when we were kids. We got cable when I was about 6 years old. So for those of y'all that's say 43, cable came out when you was just born. So cable came out. Cable TV came out when I was 6 years old. Okay. Now I had already been getting touched since I was 5 years old. Okay, by a woman. Wasn't my mama. And then my babysitter when I was 6. I'd already been getting touched. All right. So I didn't know what you call that down there. I used to say my thing. I didn't know what it was called. I didn't know why it got hard. I didn't know none of that. But I do know that it was like that. And I remember the first thing, when you used to get cable, guys, you would have every channel every channel was free for the first month. And that's when I first saw the Playboy channel. The Playboy channel came on from 5 in the afternoon until 5 in the morning. Now, these wasn't the days when cable came out. You only had one cable box in your house. See, every room didn't have cable. You had to have a cable box. And so we had cable in our den. I begged my parents the day we got cable. I already knew what I wanted to do, because I've been touched. I said, man, I want to watch the Playboy channel. And I'm here to tell you, when I turned to that Playboy channel, remember, the Playboy channel doesn't show anything but people rubbing up against each other. That's it. Okay. That's all the Playboy channel show. But that night, Mr. Man, he was like this. It hurt. It was so hard. It hurt. And guys, I sleep on my stomach, by the way. I couldn't even go to sleep that night because I had been stimulated, violated, and now I'm looking at that Playboy channel. I'm like, my eyes is wide open. And he like this. I don't know what to do. I don't know what it's called. I don't know who to tell. I just knew. Remember, I'm 6 years old. So right about the time I'm about 8 or 9 years old, we got satellite dishes, right? So if anybody remember the big satellite dishes, and if you remember how you could get the illegal chip put inside of your satellite dish to get all the channels, throw a 7 up, please. Prayer, definitely. Bonafide, I see you. Kimberly, don't be, it made me the man that I am. Don't be, it made me the man that I am. Okay, y'all remember the satellite dish. So when we get the satellite dish, y'all, we got the illegal, we got so this is what I'll be saying, right? You only know what you have seen and what you're exposed to, because I'm gonna press pause before I get into the satellite dish. What if my very first experience, my very first movie, if a man had touched me? Think about that. What if a man had touched me? Amos, you won't get in here with that, bro. I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. Okay? I see you, Northside. I see you, Northside. So now, what if my first experience was with a man? That's all I know. What if the first movie I saw was with 2 men? That's all I would know. That is what I would think was normal, what was supposed to happen, because that's all I saw. So now we get the satellite dish. Now, on the satellite dish, we got 2 channels that are triple X. And it's 24 hours a day, y'all. X, 24 hours a day. 24 hours a day. Yeah. And this is when I learned that you have to actually insert. This is when I learned that you can actually insert your eggplant inside of something. I didn't know that. How would I have known? I saw it on a movie, y'all. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you who it was. Vanessa Del Rio. And I'm looking, I said, I got something like that. Oh, is that what a woman has? Oh, you could put something in there? And what is this white stuff? What is this white clear stuff that come out? What is this? Like, oh, so when you're doing that, it's all this white stuff that gets on your thing, as I called it, your thing. I said, and then why do they pull it out? And it's all this stuff that comes out of it. Now I'm hooked on porn as a young kid. Vanessa Del Rio was my favorite porn star. I'm hooked on that as a child. At age, I could say once I saw the Playboy channel, I had been hooked on pornography since I was 6 years old. Since I was 6 years old. 6. I had a porn collection. Guys, I lost my virginity when I was 12 years old. 12 years old to a 17-year-old. Oh, Brandy, put that up there. Whop. Bam. There you go. Brandy, stay right there. Stay right there, Brandy, because I'm finna get to your comment. I'm glad you said that because it's true. God, get them likes up. Smash that like button for your boy. If y'all like this content, we 2 hours in, y'all. Smash that like button. Smash that like button, y'all. Amen. I'm finna get to Brandy in a minute. I'm about to get to you, baby. Trust me. Don't go nowhere. Get comfortable. Get your popcorn. Get ready. So now I lose my virginity when I'm 12 years old to a 17-year-old. I'm active. Nobody ever taught me about condoms. See, I come from a 2-parent household. 2-parent household. Parents married until my mother passed away 15 years ago. My parents are from the South. They didn't talk. Good parents, great parents. My dad retired from the police department. My mother retired from the airport, both county jobs. I never been poor a day in my life. I don't know what it's like to go without anything, but I don't come from a household with talking. Nobody gave me a talk about sex. Nobody told me about condoms. I never had. If someone had gave me a talk about condoms, and let's just say at that time, guys, they didn't have no magnums. No, I mean, I ain't trying to put my business out there, but when we used to go get our condoms, we would go to the health department and get them for free. It ain't like we had money. And I come to find out, being a grown man, you know, I'm an extra large Magnum man. I ain't trying to put my shit out there, but in the beginning, they didn't even have extra large Magnums. So I'm popping everything that I'm using as a kid. You understand? I don't know anything about personal lubrication. I am a kid. I'm a teenager. I ain't got no money. I just know that a young girl says it hurts. Get up. See? So I was very, very active as a young man because I was tampered with. I was chasing that feeling. I was extremely promiscuous as a teenager up until I was 24 years old. Okay, Christina, I like that. We got something in common. If you like to, that is my number right there. Tap in, don't call it, shoot me a text, let me know who you are, and maybe we can set something up and talk, guys. Like, I'm a real person. Talk to me, I talk back. But now, guys, so what I'm saying is, guys, I was tampered with, and when people are tampered with, you know, and nobody sits down and talk to you, you tend to do what you know. So if I was tampered, so even in this Diddy situation, he was tampered with. He was shown certain stuff. This is where he got this activity. You don't notice that it's more men coming out saying that Diddy tampered with them than women? It's more men than women. People, it's more men than women. So let me get to Brandy Oliver. Brandy Oliver 5897. Let me read this. I've been waiting for this. Whoo, I got something to tell y'all. This is why I believe gay is a choice. I was introduced to lesbian boom on cable as a kid. When I got older, I could have ventured out that way. I chose to never engage. And that is a fact. It is a choice, people. God made you pure. God made you pure. So let me break something down to you. As a man or a woman, you don't know as a man that you have something that you can that you're supposed to put inside of a woman. And as a woman, you don't know that a man has something that's supposed to go inside of what you have until you actually saw it or experienced it. You had to see it or experience it. You just know you got something there. We learn things from what we see. Just like what Brandy said, it's a choice. As a kid, you know, playing football, Pop Warner football, you have to go get a physical. Shit, it happens now. My doctor's a man. When you go get a physical and you are checked for a hernia, somebody is putting their hand on my eggplant. Guess what? Because I don't do that myself, guys. I don't masturbate. I don't pleasure myself. I leave that for the woman. But because I don't do that and it's not my hands, guess what? He wakes up. Now, as a man, I can say, ooh, that feels good. Keep doing it. Or I'm like, nah, that ain't my thing, man. That ain't my thing. And it's all a choice at the end of the day. See, I don't have anything against nobody in the like I said, in the community. I'm pro community. I'm not a part of it. But when people are saying that, oh, I was born like this, that's a lie. God did not make you any type of way. You experienced something, you had a choice, like Brandy. I know a lot of women, and a lot of women tell me that their first experience was when they had a sleepover at one of their female friends' house. They had a sleepover at one of their female friends' house, and it might have been something like the girl's in the shower and her friend pulled the shower curtain back, and now they're looking at each other, and now they start to touch. Or because women, y'all take y'all clothes off around each other more than men do, you know. In a women's aspect, that's how it happens. With a lot of men, I don't know. Like I said, I have been at a sleepover at my friend's house, male friend's house, and I'm listening to their parents. And then, you know, some people, when you spend the night at their house, they don't let you sleep with the door closed. We all slept in like 4 bedrooms. We all it's 3 friends, so we all in a different bedroom. By the time we turn the video game off and it's time to go to sleep, we all in our own bed. But Shit, mama, you hear mom and daddy going at it because they think that because we're in the sixth grade, we're probably sleeping. We don't understand. Well, I know I understood because I hear exactly what's going on. And I remember his mom got up one day, she had to cut the light on, and she came, it was right by the door. She had to come and adjust the thermostat, and she didn't have on nothing. She had the bush down there. She's a Mexican lady, chest. She had on nothing because parents do things around kids or little kids, and they think that they don't be watching, and we see everything, y'all. I get that. Why they saying now doctors are saying their brains were born are similar to women. That's how they were trans. I said, what doctor looked at a baby brain and compared? Man, good question. Let me post that. Guys, stop listening to these doctors. And here's the thing, and because this is what I'm telling you at the same time. I'm telling you this. People are making a choice, and whatever your choice is, that's cool. Guys, if you are a man who likes men, man, Coach One Stack got your back. If you're a woman, hey, God, I've been in a relationship with 2 women before. I've been in a poly relationship. Yeah, that part. Guys, I have been in situations where it was not 1, not 2, not 3, not even 4, but 6 older, mature, in their mid-50s, corporate Black women that I used to deal with, because I used to deal with one, and she had 5 friends, and they 5 friends, someone was married, someone wasn't. My particular person I was dealing with, she liked women, was very open about it. She was what you call a unicorn. And she said, treat all my friends as you will treat me. And guys, I'm here to tell you, I have been in a situation where I've been laying in the bed with 6 women before. Why? Because these women, their husbands didn't know that they like women. Their husbands would put them down when they wanted to try something new. Right? So what I'm saying is everybody likes what they like. If you are a man that likes a trans person, hey man, I'm happy for you. Throw that out there, bro. But see, at the end of the day, we're going to get to the nitty gritty. We're not going to blame it on no disease. We're not going to blame it on no sickness. We're not going to blame it on people like what they like. This is white Hennessy right here. Some people like white Hennessy. Some people don't. You like what you like. You have a choice to get what you like. And people are making conscious choices of what they like. Period. Boom. And some of this stuff is influenced. And we ain't gonna call people dummies in here. Come on now. Hold up. Ricky. Why is it okay for women and men is frowned upon? See, Ricky, here's the thing. Here's something I need y'all to understand. Stop fucking worrying about what people think about your life. It's your life. Who cares? What I just told you, do you know how many people, well, see, I don't care about how people feel that I live my life, because the thing is, you shouldn't worry about that. You should, whatever you have going on in your life, we ain't even talking about in a sexual way. Guys, if you like to, guys, I get my nails done. You know how many people say that, oh, a man shouldn't get his, man, my nails is fly as hell. Women, hold up, shout out women. Tell me, give me a 7 if you love a man that keep his hands and feet done. Throw a 7 up for me. Throw a 7 up for me, ladies, if you get turned on by a man who keeps his hands and feet well manicured, like Coach One Stack. Throw a 7 up for me, please. Thank you. Come on now. But you know how many men are so uninformed and they think just because you do that you might be gay or bisexual? Nah, man. I'm what you call metrosexual. I get facials. I got great skin. I got beautiful naturally curly hair, 360 waves, a beautiful curly beard, a beautiful smile. My eyes change colors from light brown to hazel depending on the time of day. You like what you like. So, Ricky, you can't worry about what people say about you. Who cares about the status quo? Man, my whole channel, guys, my whole channel is built upon not going with the status quo. My whole channel is about that. This is why I don't have an intro. This is why I don't have an outro. This is why I don't edit videos. I don't care about what other people do. That's what they do. That ain't what I do. And Ricky, if you like men, bro, tap into, bro, there's my number. Tap in with me. Have a talk with me. I will help you come to terms with this shit. We don't care. Because believe it or not, the community is going to respect you more. And why should you care? See what a lot of y'all men don't understand? It's some women that actually like men who like men. It's some women out there that love men. See, some of you guys are so small-minded, you don't get it. It's some women that love men who like men. It is. It's some women that love men that love to have two women. It's all different. Then it's some women that just want one man, and vice versa. It's some men that like to be with two women. It's some men that like to be with a man and a woman. Well, the new thing going on is you have man and woman couple that want a well-equipped transgendered person. So they're getting the best of both worlds. Bonafide, and I am a Scorpio. I am a Scorpio. I know they do. My best friend like to watch her do what others do. See, that's what I'm trying to tell you, Rick. It's like that. So the thing is, why do people even care? You shouldn't even care about that. At the end of the day, you shouldn't give two F's about that. Man, smash the like button if you're in here, guys. Smash the like button if you in here, guys. Smash the like button if you in here. Straight up. You know what? And that's what I'm going to end this with, guys. At the end of the day, you guys see the level. You guys see the title of this live. It's levels to everything in life. Levels. But at the end of the day, you do have a choice on what you want to do, how you want to do it, who you want to do it with. I'm a Christian too. But one thing as a Christian, where we have to stop doing, what we have to stop doing as Christians. And guys, I'm about to be real just judgmental when I say this right here. As Christians, we have to stop being so judgmental about how other people live their life. How another person lives their life is not our concern. We're supposed to love unconditionally. And we can speak about a better way. You're not supposed to tell people that they going to HE double hockey sticks for what they're doing. You don't know where they're going. You don't even know where you're going. You don't even know where you're going. Because at the end of the day, no. Hey, Prayful, I ain't talking about you. I'm not talking about anybody in particular in this chat. I'm just talking in general. I don't jab at anybody. I don't do sub stuff. So I'm not talking about you, Brody. At the end of the day, when we close our eyes and we go to meet our maker, he's only going to ask us what we did. He's going to ask you, was your heart as light as a feather? Your heart is supposed to be as light as a feather. He's going to ask you, were you a cheerful giver? He's going to ask you, did you not judge? He without sin cast the first stone. So if you're without sin, please, I got sin, and sin is sin. Sin is sin. It don't matter what type of sin it is, it's all the same. God does not rank sins from 1 to 10 saying, hey, you're a man and you slept with a man, that's an 8. Or hey, you cheated on your wife, that's a 3. Hey, you judged somebody, that's a 2. You know what? You took somebody's life, that's a 10. No, a sin is a sin. To even think about sinning is sinning. To even think about it. So we all sin each and every day. That's why God gives us grace. That's why God gives us grace. I mean, I hate to get all biblical on y'all, but in the Old Testament, God wasn't giving no breaks. He wasn't giving no passes. If you did something, man, he was letting you pay for it in the First Testament. That's why he destroyed the world. But then comes Jesus. See, God is like your daddy. Jesus is like your mama. When you go to the daddy, and a lot, and specifically, Jesus is like the mom, God is like the dad. See, a lot of times when you go ask your mom for something, what does she say? I got to go talk to your daddy first. Or you go to your mom, hey, you think you could talk to dad? Because I want to get my ears pierced. I got 2 holes in each ear. I want my ears pierced so bad, but my parents are from the South. My dad comes from a very different type of upbringing with racism. He's 72 years old. He wasn't into that. My mom was, even though she's from the South, she kind of understood. She was more open. I used to, can you ask dad if I get my ears pierced? He didn't want it done. I did it anyway. But Jesus is like your mom. You can go to your mom and get more understanding. Hey, mom, I'm having this problem. And she may say sometimes, hey, I got to go tell your dad. Or, hey, you got to go through the mom to get the dad. Because if mom say no, ultimately it is up to dad. Dad could veto that shit and say, no, just let him go ahead and let him go to that party. That's how it is with Jesus and God. That's why the only way you can access God is through his son. Because if you was to access God, maybe you would start thinking that you don't need Jesus in your life. Do you know that some of y'all are going through some shit right now, and you're going through something right now, and God is keeping you in that stuff? Jesus is keeping you in whatever you're going through because he feels that you have not learned your lesson. If he was to take that thorn out of your side, you might think that you didn't need him anymore. You wouldn't worship him. A lot of y'all are getting held back from some financial situations that you want right now. It could be the woman that you want. It could be the house that you want. It could be the car, because he knows that if he blesses you with this, you won't worship anymore. You might feel like you the shit, that you better than everybody else, and you don't have to come to God no more. But sometimes God will put you in a situation where the only person that you can do is come to him. I'm in a situation like that right now. The things I've been going through for 7 months, the only person that can help me is God. That's it. That's it. I'm not sick or anything like that. By the grace, none of that. I'm not hurt. I'm in no type of pain. I'm in a spiritual warfare battle. And the only person you can't help, you guys help out a little bit by me being able to talk to you. But guys, the only person that can help me is God. Can't nobody help me but him. And then for those of y'all, and well, everything is a sin. I mean, everything is sin. And guys, to take it a little further, man, some of y'all got to get out of God's business. And what do I mean by that? When people are going through stuff, the first thing you want to do is try to help them. Like, man, I got to go help them. Man, I got to help them get out of this. Man, they about to, man, they going to be late for work. No, maybe they were supposed to be late for work. Maybe God is trying to teach them a lesson. But and I've done it, we get in the middle of what God has going on with other individuals, and they will never get the lesson that they're supposed to get because you're constantly trying to save them. And when you keep doing that, God will sometimes put you in a position to where you can't help nobody. That's what I'm in right now. I have done so much for people and help people. Now he's put me in a position where I can't do nothing for nobody but give you some advice. I can't get in the middle of what he has going on with any of y'all except pray for you. That's it. And talk to you. That's it. That's it. That's it. Guys, if y'all like this live, throw a 7 up in the air because we have reached the end. Throw a 7 up in the air. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I got another live at 2 p.m. that's going to be financial. And I'm going to tell you now. And I'm about to, like I said, I keep it real. I keep it very real. When I start that live, see, it's all we have what's called the 80-20 rule. It's always 80% of the people paying the price for what 20% of the people do. I'm definitely going to be on some like stuff, liking the video. Because if I'm not getting no likes on that video, when I do this next live, I'm not even going to finish it. There ain't no threat or nothing like that. It ain't like that. Don't take it like that. But I have to be real. The next video, the next live I give, I should have as many likes and shares as many people's in that room. Or else I'm not going to finish it. Because I'm going to show you, I want you guys to win. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to do it for you. And I'm not going to give you all the answers because that's what my consultations are for. But I'm going to show you how you can take a brand new business, LLC, with an EIN, and you can go get yourself anywhere in between $50,000 and $250,000 in business funding for your new business. All right. I'm not gonna go through step by step. I'm gonna give you some game, but I'm definitely gonna be enforcing the like policy on that because I ain't out here talking for nothing. This is like a gift that I'm giving to my people. This is a gift. I normally charge for this, but what I'm about to tell y'all at 2 o'clock because I want you to win. This country is in a bad state of emergency. It's people that need help, and I'm going to show you a way that you can help yourself. I ain't gonna give it all to you, but I'm gonna give you enough. Can you get it? Yeah, man. Yeah. Can you dig it? I'm gonna give you just enough. Hey man, if anybody want to know how to make 50 to 250K with their brand new businesses and EIN with no documentation, throw a 7 up in the air. I need to know this before I leave. If you want to, if there's somebody in here that needs some financial help or know somebody that needs financial help and you need to know this stuff, throw a 7 up in the air. I need to know what I'm going to be looking at 2 o'clock. 7s, 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 7s. I'm going to give you some game. 14. 7s. Damn, only 4 people. Pacific time zone. I'm in Las Vegas. Pacific time zone. I'm on the same time scale as California. Oh, that's cool, Don. Right on. Cool. Cool. Well, I tell you what, guys, I'm going to see you guys at 2 o'clock. I want to thank all of you guys for joining my live. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Make sure you bring people to the channel. The content is going to stay raw. The only thing that's going to change is I will be adding a podcast very, very soon, and I'm going to have some merchandise for you guys because, hey, man, we repping this shit, man. We repping it. That's why it's called keeping it a stack, keeping it 1,000 with Coach One Stack. And let me tell you what One Stack means. It's one STAC because there is only one standing ahead of Christ. There's only one standing ahead of Jesus Christ, and that's Father God. That's Father God. That's it. Not the pastor, not your boss, not you, not Puff Daddy, not LeBron James, not Michael Jordan. It's only one that stands ahead of Christ. That's what One Stack stands for. Coach One Stack. Other than that, man, y'all have a blessed day. I'm gone. Church.